think you're just going to go on in the kitchen and fix yourself a snack?
I'm not hungry.
Well, then go out there and stay there till you are.
For many who enjoyed the hit sitcom Roseanne, Sara Gilbert's name instantly brings up many memories from those days as Darlene Conner. Heavily, Sara has navigated a life filled with a series of personal challenges that have no doubt influenced her. Her struggles with identity, relationships, and fame have not been easy. This is her story, filled with the complex reality of glamour, vulnerability, and strength. Sara Gilbert, originally Sarah Rebecca Abels, was born on January 29, 1975, in Santa Monica, California. Her parents, Barbara Cowan and Harold Abels, are both Jewish. Her maternal grandfather was the legendary Harry Crane, creator of The Honeymooners, and her maternal grandmother was Julia Crane, a dancer who was once named Miss Brooklyn. In 1984, she adopted the last name Gilbert from her mother's first husband, Paul Gilbert. Sara's family has many Hollywood connections. She has two older half-siblings, a sister named Patrice and a brother named Joseph. Then there are two older adopted siblings, Melissa and Jonathan Gilbert, who were stars of Little House on the Prairie. Her mother Barbara, who had previously been married to Paul Gilbert, had adopted Jonathan and Melissa while she was married to him. Paul Gilbert had passed away in 1975 due to a brain hemorrhage. Harold and Barbara, her parents, got divorced not long after. Paul passed away in 1984, and Sara changed her surname from Abels to Gilbert in order to pursue a career as an actor. Her mom, Barbara Crane, was well used to the Hollywood scene as a producer and talent manager. Sara was a kid with talent and energy, and because of her competitive nature, she wanted to do something like her older half-siblings. The cool stuff her siblings got to do on the set of Little House on the Prairie lit a fire under her, sparking dreams of being an actress. After popping up in TV movies and even a Kool-Aid ad, she hit the big time at just 13 when she got the role of Darlene Conner on Roseanne, playing the smart middle child. The show followed Darlene's journey from a kid to a teen who was both artistic and super into politics. Sara was on the show throughout its 9-year run from 1988 to 1997. She was so important to the whole system that she even penned a storyline for an episode in the 4th season called, "Don't Make Me Over." Her input was so crucial to Roseanne that the producers made big moves to juggle schedules and storylines. This let her study at Yale and stay on the show, filming Darlene scenes in New York while the rest of the cast was in Hollywood. Critics even praised her spot-on and funny portrayal of her character's teen life, and she won 3 Young Artist Awards from 1991 to 1993 and got nods for 2 Emmy Awards for Best Supporting Actress in 1993 and 1994. Sara didn't just stick to TV, she also found breaks in the movies, teaming up with Drew Barrymore in 2 films. They first appeared together in Poison Ivy back in 1992 and then reunited in Riding in Cars with Boys in 2001. She was also in Light It Up in 1999. While things had been going well for her, her father wasn't doing good financially. He had been a successful lawyer before he fell on hard times thanks to his divorce from her mother in 1983. Initially, when he asked Sara for financial support, she helped him out. But as the requests continued, it strained their relationship. She recalled, "I was 18 or 19 and making more money than any teenager should be making at the time. I just wanted him to be my dad." Eventually, she decided to stop giving her father money, but she later realized how difficult it must have been for him to ask. When it comes to your family, it's better to give. In his later years, when Harold became ill, Sara stepped in as his primary caregiver until his death. She tried to make up for the time she had refused him financial help when he needed it. After her time on Roseanne, Sara continued to make her mark in the entertainment industry with various small roles in projects like the short film $30, which was also known as $30 as part of the Boys Life feature, and High Fidelity. She even tried her hand at directing, creating her short film called Persona Non Grata in 1998. In 2000, she took the stage in a production of The Hot L Baltimore as part of the Williamstown Theater Festival in Massachusetts. Sara has appeared on The Simpsons, 24, Will and Grace, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, and Private Practice. After school, Sara jumped back into the TV game starting in 2004. She had a recurring role as smart and sarcastic medical student Jane Feigler on the long-running hospital drama ER. Her appearances spanned seasons 11 through 13. In 2005, she appeared on the sitcom Twins on the WB network. It was a short-lived gig, though, as the show was stopped after just 1 season thanks to a network merger. She also popped up now and then on the CBS sitcom The Class as Fern Velch from 2007 to 2010. She made appearances on The Big Bang Theory as Leslie Winkle, a brainy sidekick to Johnny Galecki's character, Leonard Hofstadter. This was not the first time she would be working with Galecki. He was her character's love interest on her first TV show, Roseanne. Coincidentally, they now found themselves as a potential love interest on The Big Bang Theory. With her dedication to her work, Sara's role on The Big Bang Theory got beefed up in the second season of the show. Her character was now the main love interest for both Galecki's character and Howard Wolowitz. This continued until 2009. At this point, the writers of the show started finding it difficult to fit her into the storyline, so Sara's status went from regular cast member to showing up only now and then. Her character, Leslie Winkle, got phased out as other characters like Amy Farrah Fowler and Bernadette Rostenkowski took the spotlight. This was a blessing in disguise, as it allowed her to focus on other projects, like becoming the co-host and the brains behind The Talk, a cool talk show that first hit the screens on October 18, 2010. She was so good on the show that she won a Daytime Emmy Award in 2016 for Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show, all thanks to her role as producer and creator of the show. 3 years later, Sara had completed her time as a co-host. She then took on the role of an executive producer for a comeback of the series Roseanne. ABC grabbed the 8 episodes, and they started airing on March 27, 2018. The buzz around the show was quite encouraging, the ratings were up, and even critics were impressed. Thanks to this, they were able to decide on a second season. But the party came to a halt on May 29, 2018, when someone stirred up trouble on social media by making the wrong comments about Valerie Jarrett, an advisor to ex-President Barack Obama. ABC pulled the plug on the show's revival after just one season due to the drama. Sara made it clear that she and the show had nothing to do with the social media drama, but that admission had no significant effect on the decision that had been made. This show itself had been teetering on the edge for a while. Roseanne herself had threatened to quit, although such threats were reportedly an almost annual occurrence on set, and the executives even considered shutting down production entirely if Dan Conner wasn't going to be part of the show anymore. However, after the show was shut down, ABC didn't waste any time turning the Roseanne scandal into a new opportunity. They announced on June 21, 2018, that they were going ahead with a spin-off series called The Conners. This show would feature the same familiar faces from Roseanne, except for a few removed characters. The series premiered in October 2018, with Sara not only starring in it but also calling the shots as an executive producer. In 2019, she teamed up with Tom Werner, an experienced producer, to create Sara plus Tom, a powerhouse created by merging Sara's TV company with Werner Entertainment. This professional partnership lasted for 3 decades. This collaboration was a result of their successful partnership with the Conners, but the launch meant that Sara had to step down as a co-host of The Talk after 9 seasons. Marie Osmond replaced her on the CBS daytime talk show when season 10 started in the fall. Aside from the Conners, Sara was also an executive producer for a new show called The Preps of Pittsburgh. This 8-episode series ran for half an hour each and was being brought to life by Sony Pictures Television and Amazon Studios. The multi-talented star kept busy and explored different creative avenues beyond just the screens. And beyond her career, Sara tried to find fulfillment in her personal relationships. Her romantic endeavors started during her teenage years when she was with Johnny Galecki, her co-star from Roseanne and then from The Big Bang Theory, where their characters were also in a relationship. It was during this period that she became aware that she was a lesbian. She had to struggle with revealing her real identity to the public. She admitted that though she was in a relationship with someone 18 years older than her, she still went for it because she remembered, saying, "I dated Johnny Galecki for a while when I was a teenager on Roseanne. He was my lover and spouse. I was infatuated with him since I found him to be so adorable. We began dating. He would visit, and we would share a kiss, but after that, I would get depressed." She and Galecki remained close friends in spite of this revelation. Sara began dating TV producer Allison Adler in 2001. They are parents to 2 children together. Sawyer Jane, Sara's daughter, was born in August 2007, and Levi Hank, Adler's son, was born in October 2004. She and Adler unfortunately split up, although the reason for the split is unknown. Sara was genuinely sad to see the end of her relationship. The breakup had plunged her into deep existential reflection. She stated, "I'm starting to question if marriage is really all it's hyped up to be. I've never walked down the aisle, but I was in a long-term relationship. It's tough for me because we're no longer together. When you see couples in their 70s, you can't help but wonder, how do they do it? How do they make it last? And I want to believe that I can too." Sara still avoided discussing her sexuality in public for a long time, leading her to live a secretive life. Then she took a significant step in July 2010. She came out as a lesbian just before the premiere of her talk show, The Talk. After the shocking revelation, Sara said, "When I talk about my sexuality on the show or in public, I still feel really scared. I try to act confident or make jokes about it, but there's always a part of me wondering, what is this costing me in my career?" Sara's journey to embracing her sexuality has not been an easy one. Early in her career, the actress was not as open about who she truly was, but her Roseanne co-star and former boyfriend, Johnny Galecki, played a pivotal role in helping her come to terms with her identity. For years, Sara had kept this part of herself hidden, fearful of the potential consequences it could have on her acting career. But ex-boyfriend Galecki's unwavering support and understanding created a safe space for her to explore and ultimately embrace her sexuality. Sara, in an emotional state, recounted, "Johnny was so supportive of me in the process I was going through. He was there for me in a way that a straight male co-star didn't necessarily need to be." She continued, "It's not that I'm not thrilled to be who I am or grateful for the life I have, because I truly am. But for instance, even when I got engaged, there was a part of me thinking, oh wow, now I have to tell everyone." She also shared a touching moment, noting that she had given Galecki a heads up about discussing this on the talk. He had offered to come on the show to hold her hand while she did it, showing his continued support and sweetness. Clearly, these two are each other's biggest supporters, often sharing adorable throwback photos on social media, whether it's an old promo shot, a still from Roseanne's original run, or a more recent snap. Their bond is evident with posts like this one from Galecki. "Sara Gilbert has a true heart that over the years has probably kept me from losing my mind in this industry town. I love you, Soap." It's clear these two are soulmates. Galecki and Sara's teenage romance may have been short-lived, but their decades-long friendship is something to be admired. The best testament to their friendship came in 2018 when Sara described their relationship both on and off screen. "There's just an indescribable chemistry between us. It's very rare, and you have it with certain people and you don't have it with others, and we're just so fortunate that we have it. He truly is like a member of my family." After parting ways with her previous partner, she found love in Linda Perry. Sara told her fellow The Talk panelists on one episode that her budding romance with the former Four Non-Blondes frontwoman was outed by photographers who caught the couple out for a walk over the weekend. "I was out, the paparazzi were there, and suddenly it was all over the news that I was in a new relationship. It seemed unusual to see it everywhere before I had a chance to adjust, and it threw me off guard." Sparks flew between Sara and Linda, and their engagement was revealed in the spring of 2013, leading to a magical wedding on March 30, 2014. Their love story reached new heights when, on a memorable day in February 2015, Gilbert welcomed their son, Rhodes Emilio Gilbert Perry, into the world. Despite Sara and Adler initially painting their split as mutual, Adler reportedly felt a profound sense of betrayal when Sara married Linda. Rumors circulated that Sara had left her long-term partner Adler for Perry, catching her ex completely off guard. A source claimed, when Sara and Linda got engaged, it felt like the final blow for Allison. The truth of Sara and Adler's breakup remains a mystery. Despite her successful career and public platform, Sara has long been intentional about maintaining a relatively low profile when it comes to her private life. Even as her co-hosts on The Talk had their spouses mentioned in the CBS press release for the show, Gilbert made the conscious decision to omit any reference to her own personal life. She had candidly explained her reasoning behind this choice. "This is a talk show, so obviously I'm going to be discussing my life more, but I felt that the first place I wanted to do it wasn't in a CBS press release. Perhaps the impersonal nature of a formal press release didn't feel like the right avenue to open up about her personal circumstances." She stated, "It just seemed impersonal, and I felt like I'd rather come in person and talk to you about all that stuff here." After leaving The Talk, she said, "I found myself unable to dedicate the time I wanted to my 3 children or to prioritize self-care." This is emphasizing her desire for more privacy, which is difficult to come by when one is a guest on a small talk show. According to her, there is some relief in thinking, like, well, if I go through anything in my personal life now, I don't have to talk about it. I believe that my intention when I appeared on the show was to challenge myself in that way and advance both spiritually and mentally, but I'm willing to let go of that aspect of it." Sara's approach to sharing the details of her life reflects a deep respect for her own privacy and boundaries. In an era where celebrity lives are often subject to intense public scrutiny, she put a cap on any private matters as a reminder that individuals can and should maintain control over the narrative surrounding their own personal experiences. Aside from the desire for privacy, Sara had juggled many professional commitments for a really long time, and it was now telling on her physical health. After the birth of her 3rd child, she had let her exercise routine slip away completely. The demanding schedule left her feeling drained both physically and emotionally. She knew something had to change. Determined to reclaim her well-being, she made a simple decision: she would carve out just 15 minutes each day to move her body. She explained, "I wanted to reintroduce exercise into my routine to regain both the physical and emotional benefits." Occasionally, she would even manage to fit in an hour-long yoga session. These mindful movements not only strengthened her body but soothed her overworked mind. She no longer let her health take a back seat. By prioritizing just 15 minutes a day, she had rediscovered the profound impact of consistent self-care. Her hardworking spirit and unwavering commitment had paid off. However, as time passed, Sara and Perry decided to go their separate ways, officially filing for legal separation from Linda after 5 years. She listed their date of separation as August 13, 2019, and cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split. The once inseparable couple encountered stormy weather, and by December 27, 2019, they were legally separated. In January 2020, Linda spoke about her relationship with Sara while at the Art of Elysium Gala at the Hollywood Palladium. She said, "You have to look at life as life, and things happen. I'm still on an incredible adventure with Sara. I love her, I adore her." Despite this, their divorce was finalized on October 15, 2021, 2 years after the couple's separation. Both celebrities received joint legal custody of their son and had to co-parent him together. Sara just threw herself into work. Fortunately for her, this was the period her very successful show The Conners returned to screen. But Sara did say about her emotional state of mind, "I went through 3 months of therapy. I had ketamine treatment, and I got it all out, all the tears and everything that I felt, all of that. It's gone." She states, "I want to live a true life. We do often say things like, it gets better, and it does get better, but I want people to know that there can still be a struggle with it, and that's okay. It really is like a process." Sara's openness about her process speaks to her deep empathy and understanding. She recognizes that many are facing a gradual, complex journey, and though the road has not been easy, it does get better. Her self-acceptance is a profound act of courage. What can't be understated is the powerful importance of having supportive loved ones to help in times of challenges. Sara's willingness to share her story is truly an inspiration to many. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, The Celebrity X Files, for more documentaries like this. Thank you for watching.